Microsoft Excel, Chapter 3, Blue Box 17. We are going to try to figure out why we have some of the errors that we do on the commission worksheet. Notice when you get a error, it usually starts with the pound symbol. You might think of that as the hashtag symbol, and then N/A, which means not applicable in most instances. This is an error where the result could not be found, and so there's some sort of error. So if I hit the function key and then the F2 key, holding down the Fn key and pressing F2, you'll notice what we have here. We have a VLOOKUP that's looking for 19,000 in the left-hand column of the cost of the event. You'll notice $19,000 isn't a value in that table, which means more than likely what is intended here is an approximate match, not an exact match, meaning we want to see the percentage return 7.5% since 19,000 is greater than 15, but still less than 20. As you look across, you can see that it's doing everything correctly in terms of what value I need, where to look, what commission, but the very last argument, which says false, is problematic. False is an exact match. It means it would need to actually see the number 19,000 in that left-hand column and be an exact number matching with 19,000. It's not the case of what we have here. We want the approximate match. We want the 7.5% that would be returned associated with the value 15,000 because 19,000 fits in the range 15 to 20,000. Now we have that fixed. If you look at the base event pay for a manager, it is not $750. It's $1,250. So what happened here? Well, let's come back. I'm going to hold down the Fn key, press F2 so I can see what's going on. And in this instance, we have true. So it's trying to use this as an approximation. I don't know why a manager would be considered approximately a consultant, but what we actually want here is an exact match. We want, when we see manager in B7, we want to go down to the first column and only stop when we find exactly manager. This brings up something that was not mentioned in the textbook and can be quite infuriating when trying to deal with this. This is going to match manager exactly. If there was a space after the R in one instance and not the other, it's not going to work. It means what you see in one cell has to exactly be what is in the other cell. That, of course, is what we want, and we want it to return the 1250. So I need to change the true, which is an approximate match, to false, an exact match. And now we'll get the 1250. This is important for understanding how VLOOKUP and a corresponding function HLOOKUP, which instead of looking down the first column would look across the top row, how they work. They can either be an exact lookup or an approximation. And you need to understand when you're using the range versus exactly what we're looking for.